Hello, my name is Megan Norris. I am a freshman and health science major here at Grayson College. Now today I would like to talk about gentrification. But before I start discussing gentrification, I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of what that is. So Webster's Dictionary says that gentrification is the process where the character of a poor urban area is changed by wealthier people moving in and improving housing, attracting more business, and typically displacing current inhabitants in the process. Now, you might hear improving housing and attracting business and think, oh, well, gentrification might not be that bad, because how can something that improves housing and attracts business be so bad? Well, unfortunately, it can, because gentrification is a harmful issue that shows the power that the wealthy have over the poor by forcing them out of their homes simply because the property value is lower than theirs. Now, I have briefly explained to you what gentrification is by giving you a definition, but just a definition is not going to let you fully grasp what that is and how bad gentrification is. Gentrification is not just an old neighborhood getting a makeover to make it more enticing. That would be revitalization. And revitalization is a community coming together to help out make their neighborhoods more attractive and appealing. And while doing all this revitalization, it never raises the cost of living. Gentrification, on the other hand, is very, very different. Gentrification affects the poor neighborhoods with low property value, and the rich people see that and want to capitalize off of that. And by capitalizing off of low property value and building new houses and bigger houses and nicer houses, it inevitably raises the property value, forcing the people with lower funds to be displaced and wealthy people to come in. Now, when you have all of these people moving out and wealthy people moving in, it completely changes the community. It's no longer what it used to be. It is now an exact replica of what the wealthy people's neighborhoods looked like. With all of these new housing and rich people moving in, new businesses are soon to follow. And though that might not sound too bad, the people who were originally here that could afford to stay after all the prices had rose, probably can't afford to go shopping in these new boutiques and these new stores. And it doesn't feel very nice to not be able to buy something just to look. Eventually, these people will move away as well, because their home is no longer their home. It has become unrecognizable, and they feel out of place. This is called indirect displacement. Now that you know what exactly gentrification is, I will tell you who it affects and how it affects them. Like I said earlier, it usually affects the poor. This is usually the case, but gentrification does not care about color, race, ethnicity, or religion. Gentrification can and will affect anyone. People and businesses that are more wealthy can move anywhere, whether that is a place high in poverty or a neighborhood that is not so fancy but still nice. And by doing this, it makes the people feel ashamed of what they don't have or their financial situation. Now, I myself am able to share this because I am witnessing it all firsthand. My grandparents are going through this right now, and the neighborhood that I grew up in is no longer recognizable because all the houses have either been torn down or fixed up, and the people that were originally there are no longer there. But my grandparents living out here, they have seen inflation recently in their property value and property tax. And when you're someone like my grandparents who live off of their retirement, something so unexpected like that can be detrimental. My grandma has lived on this land since she was a little kid. Her dad built the house. They added on, but her dad built the house. And she says that it just breaks her heart to see all the houses in this neighborhood that she grew up driving by and visiting being torn down and turned into something new and different. And although this house means the world to her because it was built by her father, she has said that she is embarrassed for people to drive by and see it compared to the other houses in this neighborhood. And although she hasn't come out and said it exactly, we can all tell that it is taking a toll on her mental health. So next time that you see a neighborhood that is being torn down and rebuilt, please think about people that are being forced out of their houses by others who care so little about anyone but themselves or anything except for money, because they are aware of what they are doing and the effects that this is having on the local people, and they don't care enough to stop it. Now, all of this sounds like stuff that I have learned in history as a kid. So I just want you to think back on how you felt for those people in the history books and feel that same way about the people going through this gentrification. Now, after listening to my speech, I really hope that if you ever come across the opportunity to change gentrification and stop it, that you would. Thank you.